Pro boxing fans, we are here in Congleton at the Pizza Fury gym. A few of us got lost, Sav, because it's in the sticks. It is in the sticks, but once you're here, you get to see everything and you get to see why you're here. It is a nice place. First of all, Sav, how are you? How's things?
I'm good. I'm really good. 3 weeks tomorrow, so another week closer, another week down.
The last thing you want is somebody sticking a camera in your face and asking you questions. So I do apologise. It is that time of the camp. So, but we're here for the media event. Obviously, Unification Clash on a big card, probably one of the biggest female cards to ever happen in boxing. You've been there before. You know, the Claressa Shields card in boxing on Sky Sports. But do you feel like this is different? Do you feel there's a different buzz to this?
Oh, definitely. Look at the platform. I think Netflix is huge, and I think it's bigger than any other platform. The amount of everyone's got Netflix, everyone, and with it being free to air as well, and also another all-female card, which the last one was huge, and I think this one will be just as big.
Obviously, with the frustrations that you've aired, you know, in regards to previous promotions and everything else, I don't really want to get into that, but how glad are you that, you know, you're finally out there and, like you said, on such a big stage, and not even a big stage where you're fighting is just iconic, MSG. Just talk to me about the whole thing, the whole journey from your frustration to where you are now. Yeah,
definitely. Look, 3-4 months ago, I was in a position where things weren't happening, promises were broken, things were falling through, and I remember saying to Peter, look, is it because I'm not relevant anymore? Is it because I've been out the ring for 2 years? I've been stripped of 3 of my 4 belts. Is this what is going on? And then for this to come about on such a massive stage, give me that lift that I needed, because like I said, I was thinking, God, what is going on? Am I not a figure in this division anymore?
Yeah, I don't think that was the case. It's probably more to do with business. More than anything, your opponent is Shadeshia Green. Are you a fighter that watches too much into the opponents, or do you let Peter deal with that and just let him sort of set the game plan and tactics?
Oh no, I know she is. There was talks of us fighting a couple of times. So I remember her from 2012 as an amateur. She went to the World Championships, a couple of weights above me. I remember her there. Also, I remember when she first really come on the scene, when she boxed a Swede for an international title maybe. So I know she is. I'm well aware of who she is. I'm well aware of what she can do, and it's a good fight. It's a tough fight.
That's where you want to be right now. I know obviously there's been these whole few years of back and forth between you and Claressa, and you know whether you were going to get her on at MMA at one point. But do you feel like that chapter's closed now and you just need to move on and look at other things, or is that chapter always open for you?
No, because she retired, didn't she? I went over to MMA, signed a contract, hoping to get it on there, and then she retired. So it was just a bit.
Yeah, but is that retirement like an official retirement, or are we looking at possibly a return?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just it's no secret. That's the fight I want. I want that rematch. And I believe once I get through Shadeshia, that'll open that door for me. If not, then I don't believe it'll ever happen.
I do want to talk about the main event before we sort of call this off, but big fights, 2 big fights between Amanda Soro and Katie Taylor, both left everything in the ring. Third time around, Sav, I need to ask you, how do you feel like this one's going to play out?
I've just answered that. I believe, look, just from a boxing fan, I'd like to see Amanda get it. Katie's won 2, I think they were both very close, but I'd just like to see her get that one back.
And before I do let you go, obviously Netflix, talk about Netflix, we got the announcement that Canelo and Crawford is going to be on Netflix, which shows that Netflix are very much vested into the sport of boxing. Talk to me about that fight, Sav. How do you see that fight playing out between them two guys?
It's massive. I believe that Canelo hasn't looked as good in his past couple of fights. Is he a little bit past his peak now? Is the size difference? Could that play a part? But I believe... Is it size that beats Canelo? Because Bivol did it, didn't he? I don't know. I think Canelo might be a bit too big.
And last one, I need to ask you, Usyk, Dubois, obviously both fought a couple of years ago. Do you feel like we're seeing a different Daniel Dubois this time around and potentially become the undisputed?
Yeah, definitely. He's older now. He's a lot more mature. He's got a lot more experience. Do I think he could beat Usyk? No. I think unless he knocks him out within the first 3 rounds, I think Usyk will beat him.
This final one, how much more of this game do you feel like you've got left in your tank? I know you've sort of been frustrated in the past, but for yourself, do you feel like you could be sticking around for a fair few years?
What's a fair few years? 1, 2. I'm 34 now. I've been doing it since I was 12. Long time. Like I said, I've got my hit list, and my hit list has got 2 names on it. So look, once I get through them 2 names, let's just see it. It's all about. I remember my first ever amateur coach saying to me, one day you'll just wake up and think, I don't want to do this anymore. And until that day comes, you've just got to, give all you can, because that day will come, and then that'll be the end of it.
Actually, you're in the same sort of age as an Anthony Joshua. You've seen him blossom, and there's a lot of talk about Anthony Joshua nowadays. And I just want your thought on this. I was watching Froch the other day, and he said he doesn't have a Hall of Fame career. When you look at the names Anthony Joshua has fought, do you feel like when push comes to shove, and he's going to fight Tyson Fury and everything else, that he'd be remembered as as somebody that's totally lifted boxing in this era for the last 10, 12 years?
I think that he is that person who changed British boxing. But I think sometimes with fighters, it's about knowing when to walk away. Like Carl Froch did it, he's been offered to come back and said no. Whereas I feel like at the minute, Anthony Joshua can't let go. Like he's got all the money, he's made loads of money, so it's obviously not a money thing. Is it an ego thing? Probably. Is he as good as what he was 4 or 5 years ago? He's probably technically better, but he's had a couple of bad knockouts, and I do think that affects you confidence-wise. So it's about knowing when to walk away, but then you're not known as the boxer anymore. You're just Anthony Joshua. I'd be happy. If I was him, I'd be over the moon with that. But I feel like he can't let go.